Hi, fifth graders. We are back for another day of learning. We are going to be reading The Road to Freedom, Chapter 6. Yesterday I posted a video of one of my favorite books, Pig the Pug. I hope you were able to tune in and see that. One of my favorite books. I am going to try and post a fun book, like a picture book, about once a week, just to make it a little more fun, because I know these are a lot more interesting to read, but it is important that we continue reading some of our fifth grade core curriculum so that we can continue to grow as learners. Okay, so today let's look at what our focus is, what we're going to be learning. So again, Road to Freedom Chapter 6, and if you want, you can take notes, follow along, or you can just listen and watch as we go. Our target today, we are going to be determining the theme of a story. And one of the ways that we do this is we look at how characters are responding to different events, especially challenges that they're facing, because that's how the author a lot of times will help us discover the theme. Our vocabulary word today is abolish. This is something that we did learn in class a couple of months ago. We made it a signal word. So if anyone remembers, we said abolish means to end. Okay, and I put here under the definition that it means to end, but in parentheses I put slavery, because a lot of times abolish is referred to as the ending of slavery. Okay, and then down here I put our skill. We haven't done a skill recently. The skill they wanted us working on was words from Spanish, which is really hard to do online, and it's not going to be tested. And so I just wanted to focus on getting you reading, and now we're going to get back to our skills as well as our vocabulary words. So vocabulary word, abolish, and the skill is word families. Again, this is something that we looked at earlier this year, but we're going to come back to it because we're going to see this word family come up a lot with abolish. So some of the words that you see here, and a word family, remember, is related through their origin. So like the Latin root of a word, you're able to kind of determine the meaning of the word just by looking at that root of it, that specific piece. So we have three words here. Okay, we've got abolitionist, abolishment, and abolished. So three words that all have that same piece of the word, abolish. And even if you have no idea what any of these words mean, you can figure that they probably have something to do with ending slavery. Because if you know what abolish means, you know that it's going to have to do with ending slavery. Okay? And at the end of our day today, I want to look at some possible themes. Okay? So let's get started with our reading. Again, we're reading Chapter 6 of Road to Freedom. What happened recently, we had in Chapter 4, they found the house on the hill. And then in Chapter 5, we had them hiding in the lady's house, and those two men came looking for them. Thankfully, the lady, the conductor, had a spot in the Underground Railroad in her house. She had a spot where they were able to hide. And then she had a friend, and they're getting him, he's on the potato cart. They're going to hide them in the potatoes. So let's see what happens if they're able to escape that way. Okay. Chapter 6. The road was bumpy. My head banged against the side of the wagon, and the burlap tickled my nose. It felt like the wagon hit every stone and rut as we traveled along. The wagon slowed and came to a stop. I turned my head to Mama, and the potatoes tumbled above. So already we're able to see what her journey is like. Again, because the author is choosing to use... Hi, Isaac. This is Isaac, everyone. Just got out of the shower. Go put a shirt on. We're able to see what their journey is like because of the word choice the author is using. The burlap tickled my nose. My head banged against the side of the wagon. It was hitting every stone and rut as we traveled. This lets us know that this was not a fun journey. This was not easy. It was hard. There was lots of bumps as they went along. Okay, so there's that picture. Mules whinnied next to the wagon, and then we heard voices. "What you got back there?" a man asked the driver. "Just heading to the market is all," the driver replied. "You seen any runaways along this road?" the man asked. "A woman and a girl, about this high." "No, sir, can't say I have." "Mind if I have a look at what you're taking to the market?" the man asked. "Yes, sir. No, sir," the driver stuttered. "All right, I'm going to finish this lesson, okay?" Though it was cold, my back was wet with sweat. I heard Mama breathe in deep, and I felt potatoes move aside. So you can kind of see just in there one of their faces as they're hiding.
Can I see? Where's the face? Oh, I see it.
"Everything looks fine here. Move along," the man said. "Yes, sir. Good day, sir," the driver replied. The wagon started up again, moving faster now. When we got down the road a bit, I sneezed. Why did the author choose to end the chapter that way? Again, why did the author choose to end the chapter that way? With the simple 2 words, "I sneezed." And it has such a huge impact. 2 words made such a huge impact. But why? Why is that such an important part? Because if they had sneezed just a couple minutes earlier, they would have been done. Their entire journey would have been ruined. They would have been taken by the slave catcher and taken back as slaves. So their journey to freedom would have been gone, done, because of a simple sneeze. So something we take for granted, being able to sneeze without having to try to hide it, so simple. And yet it almost cost these 2 women their freedom. Okay. So again, let's go back to our target for the day. Again, we're looking for the theme. I can determine the theme of a story. And again, the theme is the message, the heart of the story that the author is trying to tell us. So when I'm in class, I always say that it's the mushy-gushy stuff, right? The moments in the movie where the girls go, "Oh," and the boys go, "Ugh," right? Love, friendship, kindness, happiness, all those really fluffy things, right? Rainbows and butterflies and all things nice. So what are some themes that our author is trying to show us in The Road to Freedom? Things that keep coming back up again and again. I want you to comment below, what do you think a theme is and why do you think that? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.